Hello, good evening. Good to see everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for the top essential oils for outdoor summer fun. I'd love if you introduced yourself in the chat. Tell us where you are watching from and what's one summer challenge that you want solutions for this evening. My name is Wendy Kohler. I am a mother of two active, super sporty girls. We, in the last 2 years, bought a homestead. And so we spend a ton of time outside in nature with animals, doing all the things, growing our own food. And yeah, we began this different lifestyle a couple of years ago. So we really rely heavily on essential oils for all of our outdoor needs, including sun, including bugs, including growing food, including with our dogs and our horses. So at our homestead, we also teach workshops and we host retreats and we do glamping sites. It's fun, rewarding. And again, there's a ton of time outside where we're using our oils. Some more workshop details to come, or you can check out our homesteading page on Instagram, 3.ponds, and you can find more information on essential oils and everyday wellness and lifestyle tips, as well as breathwork on my everyday essentials _life. So I'm going to move really quickly this evening and try to keep this to about 30 minutes. And so you will all get the recording through email. So if you feel like you missed something, don't worry about it. We will come back to it, okay? Or you can come back to it in the recording that you receive. The purpose of tonight is to help you move away from some of the chemical solutions that you have been using, perhaps, that most of us have used, that I used to use for sure, and show you different ways to stay away from those chemicals and move towards natural options like the potent power of plant medicine and essential oils. They're cost effective, they work really, really well, and then you're not absorbing chemicals on your skin. Our skin is our largest organ. It soaks up everything, and there are lots of reasons why you would turn away from chemicals. So we're going to talk about sun solutions, after sun solutions, bugged solutions, poison ivy, swimmer's ear, I think. And then next week, I'm covering first aid, summer first aid. So all the things that occur in the summer, cuts, scrapes, abrasions. Again, we'll cover poison ivy, upset stomachs, all of that. So that's next week. So make sure that if that interests you, that you're on. Okay, so what I would love for you to do, whether you're watching the recording or watching live, if I am going to be giving away a mini first aid kit. So it is a little 8-pack of oils for all of the different summer solutions. So if you at some point during this class take a picture, take a snapshot, take a little live mini video, then you and tag me on my Instagram, my everyday essentials _life that you see there, then you will have a chance to win. Okay. So, I do see that my slide is not moving on the other screen. Why is that? Let's check it out here. Oh, okay. Hopefully it moved now. Great. So don't forget to do that. Okay. Summer, we all have ideas like, oh my gosh, it's going to be the best summer ever, especially if you're a parent. You have all these ideals thought about. We're going to go camping, we're going to go to Wonderland, and we're going to go to cottages, and we're going to do all this stuff outside. And we have all these pictures in our mind. And then life shows up and it's hot and the kids get cranky and they have bug bites and they have sunburns, and the experience sometimes does not end up being what we thought it would be. And so this has happened to me quite a few times. But now I carry around solutions with me. So things like sunburns, like I said, we get bug bites, we get cold sores maybe from exposure to the sun. We have cranky kids, we have upset stomachs, we have too many marshmallows, we have cuts, scrapes, we have tangled hair. There are so many things that get in the way of our summer fun. The first thing I'm going to go through in our quick class tonight, and you can catch this if you need a deeper introduction to this, a deeper explanation of this. I'm going to go through the top 3 reasons people turn to doTERRA essential oils over everything else. It is safety, that they're 100% natural. They have the highest standard of testing, no fillers, additives, or synthetics. They're effective. They get into the cells, they act at the cellular level, they work at the root cause, and they are affordable. They are pennies per drop, more affordable than so many other options. And you can use these oils extremely in a versatile way, all different, 4 different ways you can use them. Aromatically, that means breathing them in, whether it's a drop in your hands, whether it means putting your diffuser out when you're having your patio dinner in the summer and then, you know, there's bugs around, or breathing them in for emotions. You can use them topically. So we're going to use them on our skin to apply them to things like bug baits and sunburns and all of that. You can use them internally as well. So I love citrus oils in my water. I love peppermint to settle a stomach. I use oils internally every single day, or, you know, a drop of frankincense on the roof of my mouth if I've got a headache going on. There are lots of ways to use them internally. And the last way I use them is in my cleaning. So we've moved away completely from chemical cleaners and only use all natural cleaners. And there are a ton of different DIY options. So I can, if you're interested in more of a baseline intro class, I can send you, just send me a DM through Instagram or reply to the email, and I'll send you a link to an in-depth intro class. But today's purpose is not introduction. It is how are we going to address our summer challenges? So one of the main ones, one of the big ones is summer skin. I don't know if you know this yet or not already, but sunscreen products are intended to be applied every day when you're in the sun, basically your entire life that you're in the sun. But the reality is that companies that make and sell sunscreen ingredients and products do not test them thoroughly for short-term and long-term health effects. They just don't. There are lots of different ingredients in there that are known toxic products. They can be carcinogens. They can be hormone disruptors. They can cause irritation to the skin. They can cause allergies. And these are things that we're putting on our skin and they're being absorbed in. They can impact reproduction and development. And most people are like, well, what else do I use? So in 2021, the Food and Drug Administration, so this is for the US, which governs the sunscreen safety, proposed its most recent updates to sunscreen regulations. It found that only two ingredients, zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, could be classified as safe and effective based on the current available information. Just 2. If you want to find more information on sunscreen and why you should switch to a natural option, just use the QR code there and head on over to the Environmental Working Group. They've done a ton of research here, and this links you up to an article called The Truth About Sunscreens, and then there are all kinds of offshoots to that as well. So sunscreens, we really want to be avoiding most of the store-bought ones, most of the ones that are on the shelf. And doTERRA has a really beautiful option, a lineup of doTERRA sun products that are all natural, lightweight, easy to pack in your beach bag and everywhere. I have them on my desk here. We've used them all week long in our track and field and our baseball games. And I just got, oh, where is it? Oh yeah, I just received the new product for this. This is the Face Mineral Sunscreen Daily Moisturizer. So this is something I'll be putting on every day. But hopefully my slides are advancing for you guys. Yeah, these are natural, mineral. They only use safe and clean and effective ingredients in these sunscreen products from doTERRA. Every age and stage could use them. So this was a big challenge for me when the kids were little, is I needed an option that wasn't toxic on their skin. And we tried so many mineral sunscreens, you guys, and they came out thick and pasty and purple, and the kids hated them, and you felt sticky and they would stain like your car seats and stuff, and hated it. This line, no staining. You have to rub it in a little bit, but you don't turn out purple or like white. You get to put this on, and there's a number of different, my kids really love the stick. So this is a stick and you can just put it on wherever you are. See, it's not even white. It's a little bit shiny, and you rub it in like everything sunscreen wise. The SPFs vary. So for the stick, it's 40. For the lotion, you have 30 SPF. For the Face Daily Moisturizer that you are meant to wear under whatever you're putting on is 28. And then the spray, the active spray one, is a 30 as well. And they're broad spectrum. So that's really important when you're thinking about sunscreen as well. You want a broad spectrum. These ones, you can immediately go out in the sun. I mean, it's good to let them dry for a second if you're using this spray, but you can literally go right out in the sun. You can reapply after being in the water. but they are water resistant as well. And they are made from a non-nano zinc oxide. So one of the actual safe ingredients that they found. And they're vegan friendly, cruelty free, reef safe. That's a big one. A lot of sunscreens are bleaching the reefs and impacting all of the wildlife, fish, and the rest of the reef flora and fauna, I suppose. They have aloe vera in them, vitamin E, and other nourishing, skin nourishing natural ingredients. What they don't have in them is what most sunscreens do: oxybenzone, chemical sunscreen filters, parabens, phthalates, harsh synthetic ingredients. And there's a ton of information on doTERRA's website about the mineral sunscreen and all of the different products. But we get UVA and UVB protection, lightweight, botanicals in there, and different essential oils as well. You can check out more, or if you're looking at the line, you're like, okay, I need this in my home. I have all of them and I love all of them. And the fact that my children like them is like huge. It used to be a fight to put sunscreen on. That's a QR code there that you can check out more information or grab a set for yourself. So now let's talk about what happens when we get sunburned. Let's say we forgot, let's say we didn't reapply after a couple of hours, or the sun is extra, the UVA index is extra high. Well, you can create your own sun soothing spray. I love DIY options with essential oils. So you would need a spray bottle. And then the oils that I have listed there are beautiful skin healers. So we got lavender, we have copaiba. This is excellent for taking inflammation down. Same with lavender, really soothing for the skin. You can use Roman chamomile, you can use helichrysum. And I really, really love the yarrow palm body serum. Really soothing for the skin. This is the same collection of oils that you can use for poison ivy or poison oak. And I love when people ask me, like, what do I do? I'm like, okay, make sure you make a spray so you're not rubbing it on those sore, itchy, contagious areas and spreading it further around. So spraying on the area. This is a recipe I would also use for shingles. I would add something else to it. The other option is the doTERRA Sun Restorative Body Spray. That's part of the doTERRA Sun line, and it's got aloe, HA, essential oils, and it's a nice little option to if you're looking for something not DIY, okay? Burnt lips. Who gets burnt lips? This is definitely something that most times when I go on vacation, if I'm not really, really aware and making sure I'm putting on my SPF lip balm, I'll burn my lips. Or if there's a lot of wind, we spend a lot of time at like horseback riding rings for our barrel racing kids. And sometimes the wind and the sand is like intense. So that'll cause it too. And burnt lips just sucks. It sucks for everything. So you can make a roller bottle. A roller bottle would be like this type of, this is a pre-made one. And I would use in it, I would use lavender, I would use the yarrow palm oil, the duo, and I would use helichrysum. And I would probably put in a 10 ml bottle, I'd put 5 drops of each. And then I would fill it with coconut oil, and I would add a vitamin E oil in there, or castor oil too, something a little bit thicker for soothing the lips. I've even gone ahead and just put yarrow palm right on them, like turns your lips blue, not blue, but there's a blue tinge to it for a little bit. But that's an option as well. Okay, what else happens when our skin gets burnt? We feel like we're on fire. So we have cooling sprays that you can create, or a cooling roller bottle, and you can just do this when you're overheated as well. So 3 oils that I love for this are lavender, peppermint, and aroma touch. And in a 10 ml bottle, you could start by mixing 5 drops, 5 drops, 5 drops, plus fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. If you're doing a spray, base it on the size of the bottle and then increase your ratio, okay? Super cooling and just like so settling after a day in the sun when you're just feeling like tight and hot. And again, you could use the after sun and then put on peppermint, aroma touch, or lavender to cool you down. A great place is back of the neck, wrists, pulse points, just to settle the body down. And when I've had to do this for my kids, I then like plunk them in front of a fan and just let the fan cool them down. So we don't have air conditioning, etc. at the cottage. This is one of the solutions, and a cool cloth on the back of their neck for cooling their skin. One other oil that I wanted to share for burnt lips, especially if you get cold sores after you burnt your lips, is that dabbing Melissa essential oil on the spot, especially as the tingle starts, will really help nip it in the bud and take care of that cold sore much, much faster. While we're on the topic of sun, I want to make sure that you're aware that some essential oils, citrus essential oils, can create photosensitivity when exposed to UV light, like so many medications. Some medications, we use them or whichever, and then we are more photosensitive. So be aware that all of the citrus oils, except for green mandarin, and maybe you want to take a screenshot of this, or if you're on our Facebook page, this will come out tomorrow. I can probably include it in the email as well. But oils and those different blends can create photosensitivity. So I love citrus oils, and I use a lot of these oils topically during the summer. So what do you do instead? Well, you can use them on the bottom of your feet. You can use them on the back of your neck. You can use them after you've been in the sun or 12 hours before. So put your oils on at night, and by the next day, you're good to go. The only one that has a longer window of exposure is bergamot. So that one has like, I would not put bergamot lotion on my face and then go out in the sun. I would just avoid that topically for as much of the summer, like any exposed areas. Okay. If you have questions on that, please make sure you reach out. So let's move along to bugs. Yuck. So many bugs. Ugh. Even this picture makes my skin crawl. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay. So mosquitoes are a problem. Ticks are a problem. Wasps and bees can be a problem. Fleas, spiders, ants crawling in your home, little whatever those crawly silverfish are. And we live on a farm, so there's also houseflies. So there's different oils that you can use in lieu of bug spray. Bug spray, there's a thing actually called bug spray poisoning, and it's caused by exposure to bug sprays. This can occur through your skin, through your eyes, through inhalation, inhaling those droplets that everyone's spraying all over. This could be accidental, or it can also be intentional. Ew, that's not good. So, and this isn't good for nature. This is not good for water that we're swimming in. Definitely not good when you're rubbing it on and then you're eating your sandwich or your hot dog or whatever you're having when you're camping out. You really want to avoid using chemical bug sprays, okay? Especially on kids. This stuff can be really toxic for them. So some different essential oils you can turn to instead of bug spray. The primary one we turn to is called TerraShield. This comes in a spray, a 30 ml spray, or a 15 ml bottle that you can then use in a diffuser or add it to a DIY option for bug spray. There are a ton of different oils that prevent and get rid of bugs don't like. They don't like rosemary, lemon eucalyptus, citronella, lemongrass, eucalyptus, peppermint, ylang-ylang, lavender, geranium. They don't like all of these essential oils. So they are great repellents. You can create different diffuser blends with oils and go ahead and, 1 second here. Yeah, you can create diffuser blends, play around with the aroma. And I really love using the Rome diffuser out on our patio or our back area with different essential oils, because going out during that like witching hour, that's not fun either, right? Like going out and being eaten alive by bugs when you're trying to enjoy a nice dinner. So any of those, I do have some different recipes and concoctions based on what kind of bugs you're looking at. But generally speaking, I usually turn to TerraShield. If I'll add lemon eucalyptus and citronella. If I'm really like worried about ticks, I'll add some geranium to it as well. And this is something you can use on kids. You can use on dogs. We use a larger batch on our horses for our bug repellent. Now, if you do get a bug bite, these are 3 different oils that I love to apply to take the sting out. This doesn't just work for mosquito bites or black fly, deer fly bites. It also works for bee stings. So Lavender, copaiba, purifier, all essential oils that you can use individually or as a concoction together in a roller bottle to create a natural afterbite. They reduce the histamine, they reduce pain, and they take the sting right out of it. So in a 10 ml bottle, roller bottle, I would combine about 5 drops of each and then top up with fractionated coconut oil. And at the later in the presentation, I will send you, you'll have access to a QR code that has a whole bunch of different video tutorials on how to make these different recipes. So that is bug repellent and afterbite. And if this is a solution that you're looking for, this is my favorite collection of bug repellent essential oils. You could just take a picture or open your camera and you'll get the QR code and it will lead you to a bug collection. If you're looking for more of the outdoor patio type recipes, here are, go ahead and take a screenshot, but these are different blends you can use in your Roam diffuser when you're out and about and you want, whether you're camping or whether you're on the back deck, having these oils in the diffuser will help to repel any kind of bugs. So the biggest thing I think is just being prepared. So you're not caught off guard, making some of these recipes ahead of time, having a bug spray. On doTERRA's website, they have little spray bottles, or you can reuse ones that you've, like your On Guard hand mist, or you can buy ones at the dollar store. But I have a bug spray in like my barn. I have one in my downstairs. I have one in the car, and I have one at our like garage door so that I always have one available, and one stays in my kid's backpack as well. The roller bottles, same thing. If we're going out camping or going somewhere, keep a roller bottle of either bug repellent or afterbite on you in the summer, especially if you're a parent, let's say, who goes to a lot of baseball games or goes to a lot of kids' soccer games, and you're sitting on the sidelines being eaten alive. Well, have something like this in your purse and then share it with someone you know. So being prepared with a little mini first aid kit. Next week, I'll talk about summer essential oil first aid options. Let's just see. Hopefully this slides are advancing. So this was the page I was talking about when I said I'll have a QR code and you can access a lot of these different DIY recipe explanations on my YouTube channel. And I can link this up in the email as well. So we talked about summer sun exposure and sunscreen. We talked about after sun. We talked about burnt lips. We talked about cold sores. We talked about poison ivy. We talked about bugs. And I know I've gone fast because I'm trying to keep it short and condensed for you. And now you're probably, if you're not already a doTERRA customer, you're like, well, how do I even get started with some of these oils? Do I just go to the health food store? No, you don't. There are 3 different ways to purchase. Retail is one where, let's say, for example, you're going into my husband's chiropractic office. You can buy some oils off the shelf there. We keep a small stock, but that's the most expensive way to purchase because it's retail cost. You can also purchase wholesale. That's 25% below retail. And then you can purchase for below wholesale by purchasing one of our starter collections. So this QR code will bring you to the different options on how to purchase. And I'll just highlight, we have a whole bunch of different kits and collections based on what people are looking for in their health and well-being. Anything from this kit is $135 all the way up to a $2,500 kit. So there are lots of different price points. And this QR code here will bring you to the different collections that you could start with that are below wholesale cost when you start with a collection. The Healthy Start is one of my favorites. Now, it doesn't have the Terra Shield for bug repellent, but it does have several of the oils I shared tonight: peppermint, lavender, frankincense I talked about. On Guard, we always want On Guard with us. This is our immune system supporting blend. We have Easy Air. So if you're someone with allergies or any kind of congestion, especially as spring and fall, people get a lot of allergies. That's a great respiratory blend. We've got Zengest, that is a digestive support so that any upset stomachs or, the kids have too many marshmallows, that's your oil blend. And then Deep Blue is a muscle and joint soreness blend. So it soothes any kind of sore muscles. And I'm pretty sure like every day I'm sore right now with gardening and all of the outdoor work that we do and doing this vertical jump program with my daughter. Every day I'm like, where's the deep blue? Can we have some more, please? Yeah. So that's a Healthy Start kit. It's $195. Comes with a diffuser, and there are 10 different 5 ml bottles of oil in there. Okay, so that was an example. There are a whole bunch of other different kits and collections to get started with, or you can look at the bug one, the sunscreen one, as options. But if you're not sure how to get started, then text me, call me, social media message me, DM me, or book a consult. Okay, so I do offer consultations if you are looking at, okay, I have these specific health concerns. What would I use? How would I use it? That's something that I offer to my new customers. And the last thing I want to chat about is how we get to stay connected. Follow me on Instagram. You can check out my YouTube channel. I have had to take quite a few videos down because there are certain things we're not allowed to say, even though they're true and found in medical studies and the rest of it. So I have a platform that I have been building to keep those types of videos on, the truth about oils, not just the, hey, this is great for your skin. There's so much more to these oils. You can find me on Facebook. I'm not here that often, or sign up for my newsletter. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them, or you can DM me. And don't forget to go ahead and tag a picture, put it on your social media, and then I will do a draw. So I'll do it by Sunday. I'll give some people time to have a look and watch the replay. And for those who share, make sure you tag me, and I'll be sending out a mini first aid kit. So short, sweet, to the point. Hopefully I answered the questions that you want to know about for your summer adventures and having more fun in the sun and outside than normal without the use of chemicals. And yeah, let's connect. Let me know what you try. Let me know if you need specific recipes. I'm happy to help you on your journey. And next week, we'll be doing summer first aid. If you're local to our area, Barrie, Aurelio, Simcoe, I am doing a foraging workshop with a friend of mine on June 19th. And we're also doing a women's circle event with breath work and oils and intention setting on June 21st. So if you would like information on that, those are both in-person events, then just reach out. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the recording here, and I can answer questions if you wish.